Okay, so I will now try to apply my knowledge as a chess programmer to play the game versus a human player. I'm not going to be cheating, so it's not about using a chess engine at any point. It's just a matter of applying the principles that a chess engine does apply when it plays the game of chess. And every time where there would be the difference on how it would play as a human player as opposed to what most likely engine would do in a certain position, I would be mentioning that. So let's see what works. So I'm starting the rapid game on Lichess. This is the rated one. I'm playing black. The opponent is quite strong for me, so my rating is oh, actually okay. Yeah, let's have a look. I didn't know that I'm have that big rating already. For me, that's a big rating. So yeah. It's not because I want to play the Scandinavian defense. I don't know the theory. I would play what seems to be okay. So like this. So trying to avoid opening theory at any cost. Trying to avoid that. Okay. So you're looking for grabbing a pawn. He defends the pawn. That's okay. So I'm pawn down, but that's okay. So yeah, e4. Sorry, e7 to e5. Okay. So as an engine, I would definitely exchange here. And yeah, now we're in the endgame territory, and I'm pawn down. Well, let's see how it goes. So I don't want to knight go in here. So how to get my pawn back here at this moment? So if I check and if it take the knight, well, the rook infiltrates. It's not good, but this pawn is hanging currently. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, equal in material at the moment. I can probably check him here. Seems to be just okay. I have time, so yeah. Yeah. I need to capture that pawn anyway. That's predictable. So if I go here, goes here, so I can defend. I don't know if I should. So it wants to go here. So if I go in here, do I have time for that? Or if I push the pawn, so he goes here, I push here. Yeah, I think pushing the pawn may work. So push the pawn, goes here, push further on. If it takes, I just go in with a mate. Yeah, so this might work at some point. It's hard to say. I just don't know how to play rook and pawn endings. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah. I have a pawn majority on the king side, so potentially having a pass pawn here, but I don't want to have that many rooks. I would love to exchange those. I really love to exchange those. So go in here, then try to defend the pawns at some point. Try to defend this line, the 7th line here as well. I don't have much time, unfortunately. So this position definitely should be better for black because having an extra pawn and potentially the pass pawn. But yeah, assuming that I'm playing for black, it might not be an advantage really. So here I want to exchange. So it goes here, then just exchange, takes, and defend the pawn. or even maybe I go like so. If it goes, I have two options to defend. So probably, yeah, I just want to start bringing the king towards the other side of the board. Okay. Calmly defending the pawn. And I want to make this majority work. All right. Okay. So this is the plan. Now this is the plan. And now this is bad. Yeah, now this is bad because the white king is better here. Do I have a chance now? At least run a win on time. So what is it gonna do here? He wants to checkmate me at some point, I believe. If I take, oh, he's threatened to take this pawn, right? So if I check him, he's not gonna take. Okay, check. One pawn going, queen in there. Okay. Okay. Wants to go here. That's fine. So I don't want the king to go way further than the e file. So if it checks, I just get away. And I have another pawn to push here. Okay, have another pawn to push. One rook should not be enough to handle the both pawns here, hopefully. At least trying to win in time. Going forwards. Should be safe. he grabs the pawn. Here he grabs the pawn. So here he grabs. Here he checks. So this should win actually. If I go here, he would still grab that pawn at some point. So yeah, I need to try to queen here. Now there is a check. But I can go here and then defend with the rook. Okay. Here defend with the rook. Dear team of 65, could you please resign, because I don't know how to win if I have a queen, an extra queen, really. Could you please resign here? Oh, thank you so much, because yeah, even with the queen up, I'm not really sure how would I try to win here. And you said this raid in 1932. Well, actually, this is my raid, and I wasn't cheating really, and I played just a few games as in Rapid. But anyway, I just want to have a look. Let's have a look at the game, basically. So let's have a look at the game. So since I didn't want to play neither e5, c5, or g6, d6, and Berg defense, or whatever theoretical lines here, or my favorite knight c6 with the same ideas. I try to play in the engine style in terms of just doesn't really mean always playing d5, but trying to trying to avoid any as if the only thing that I was bearing in mind while playing was the p-square table. So according to the p-square table, I want to play this d5. Takes, but if I take with the queen, then the knight goes to c3, and we're going to the Scandinavian territory, and I don't know Scandinavian opening. Well, I know some moves, but that's not the greatest idea ever. So I played this knight f6, which is, I remember there was the nice engine Fritz. It was playing like this. The earlier versions of Stockfish did the similar thing. So the idea is you're giving up a pawn, and in case if the pawn in defense, that shouldn't be that big of a trouble there, really. So, but this move surprised me a little bit, to be honest. Well, it's quite natural, but yeah, I was a bit confused here. So capturing with the queen, not with the knight, because in this case, yeah, I just still want to put the pressure on the central file zone, so I want to castle queenside potentially. So taken with the pawn, and he defends, and I don't know, probably here b5 would be a good option to play. So let's have a look. If I played, can I analyze here? I need to go to the analysis board, I believe, to try to analyze this. Yes, if I just play b5, for instance. So if it takes, then everything is great. But it doesn't have to take. He can defend like this, and say takes. Not sure how to play this, to be honest. So yeah, let's go to. Actually, I played e5. So again, just trying to grab the center, opening the highway for my bishop to go. And here I don't mind to exchange the queens, but well, this is controversial decision really because well I didn't really have much options here. So for otherwise, if I take with a pawn, I have an isolated pawn, and being a pawn up, having an isolated pawn, this is a suicide really. So going with a queen, exchange, and now well he has an advantage in the center definitely, and I'm pawn down here, and here yeah actually. Yeah, if two computers would be playing this, I believe the white would win here. But hopefully we're humans, so yeah, just a few ideas. So the reason behind b6 is simple. I don't want him to play c4 to c5, and this move c7 to c6. I don't want his knight to grab this squares to land on this squares eventually. So he's trying to. Ruin my pawn structure, so I'm preventing this. So if knight gets captured, I just recapture it back. Well, I was a bit confused by this castling move, so probably, well, from the perspective of centralizing the rook, this makes sense, but I don't know, probably just bring the king in. But anyway, yeah, I did the same with the same idea, just to connect the rooks, trying to centralize them at some point. And well, I'm not sure what this move is all about. So probably preventing my knight jump into g4 with a fork, forking on f2 later on. Eventually, I believe this is the idea behind the move. So I'm just trying to exchanging things, all right, and just starting the centralizing maneuvers here. And yeah, here is another strange move. So by playing f4, so I think this is not the best ever idea, because it allows instantly go into knight to e4 as it was in the game. Because I think that playing just calmly f3 would be better to prevent the knight from moving, because it has an advantage. It has a pawn majority on the queen side, and probably just pushing the pawns and making a pass pawn here in the center would be crushing win for white. I think so, but for some reason he played this f4, which already gives away this square and enables the rook to infiltrate. And the following moves are, I'm 100% sure that's exactly what the engine would do here, even though I don't even want to look at the evaluation, but actually can we have a look? So what the engine suggests here, I'm not even sure. So here, by the way, here is the engine evaluation, which is good. So engine considers this position to be just slightly better for white. Okay, so he shows, the rook goes here to e3. Well, okay, so I played, so it was a bad idea. So it shows the rook moves. So it was a bad idea to recapture with a knight, but yeah, I was like thinking about this. So what did I play next? Okay, so was here anything better? So yeah, here already shows the advantage. Yeah, so after this move, actually, it's already an advantage. So what computer suggested here is to go in knight to b3 to c3, but why? Still had an option of, so for instance, if I go here, anyway, the same idea, but he played like this. Okay, check, takes, all right, and again, so the next engine move, it might be just a fun experience to compare my moves to the engine moves. So here engine takes, and I took as well. All right, and here I took as well. Okay, so far so good, just like an engine does. And the pawn plays as good as an engine as well. And now here is interesting move as well. So it says a5. It was the engine's move. You saw it then changed its mind later on, but it was the engine's move at a glance. Yeah, not any longer, but there was it. You remember? Okay. Okay. Well, still shows an advantage for black, quite surprisingly. All right. Well, this is a little bit strange. So why? So he wants to give up a pawn here for some reason. I don't understand why. So what's the purpose? Oh, probably just pushing the pawn. So I'm wondering about the engines. So what engine is supposing support? Yeah, what it wants to do. Ah, well, probably, yeah, just maneuvering like this. Yeah, probably this was a faster win. However, no, I'm not so sure. So let's have a look. What was in the game? All right. I gave up the pawn here, but computer shows that this is still an advantage. Okay, still better. Oh my god, was it a mate in one? Oh man, I just blundered the mate in one. Oh, can you believe this? There was a mate in one in this position. I could just checkmate him and end the game. Oh, well, this was fun. Yeah, no, this was really fun. So yeah, he can play like this. What a noob I am, guys. What a noob I am. Yeah, it was a mate in one. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, now it's still... I just keep the advantage that I have. I just keep the advantage, really. Alright. Okay. Okay, so... Okay. Yeah, this is fun, really. Yeah, and this move in particular, yeah, guys, you remember I've been wondering whether to go g4 to g3 or not, or maybe to go here. And engine does suggest this, so yeah, this is the final shot. Okay, so this should be crushing win already. Okay, and yeah, just to do exactly how the engine would did. And he resigns. Yeah, but I blundered mate in one. Can you believe this? So yeah, it's arguable whether this win was the matter of applying the knowledge as a chess programmer or not, but I just tried to play the opening as the engine would, and there were some moves that I made that engine would do most likely the same at this lower depths. Well, actually, not that low even, so it's quite significant. And yeah, and this is the handcrafted evaluation, so it's not even the neural network. So yeah, so far so good. So let me know in the commentaries if you love the format and if you want to see more games like this. So yeah, that's it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.